On the kick is Mallory Megan, and her kick is a line drive and straight through. It's 7-0 Onalaska. We'll take a break. Holmen's first possession coming up here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Back here at Holmen High School, it is 7-0 Onalaska leads. Opening drive touchdown. It was 5 plays to go 60 yards. 17-yard catches by Odom and 9 by Odom as well, both on those jet sweeps, and then runs of 33, 0, and 5 by Cornell Banks and Brady Kuhn. As the kickoff is away, it's into the corner, and trailing backwards, it will bounce just into the end zone touchback by Onalaska.
Really methodical drive by the Hilltoppers right off the bat to start this one. And, you know, they're known for that run and gun, sling it down the field offense, but they really showed up front. They've been talking about the offensive line and really getting them rolling. And so far, so good if you're a Hilltopper fan. Now, Holmen has to respond. They've struggled offensively the first 2 games of the season. And let's see if they can get rolling with Reed Tingblad and company for the Vikings.
So Holmen, as many know, their offense that they like to run is a tough one to stop if you're not a disciplined defense. But, Scotty, this Onalaska defense is pretty disciplined.
Yeah, they've been very good the first 2 games of the season. I mean, honestly, they are kind of carrying this team to some really crucial victories over West Salem and, of course, last week at Menominee. And, honestly, I felt that defensively they dominated Menominee for most of that game. So we'll see how they transition into this difficult option-style offense.
Man in motion will turn the handoff right up the middle, and Onalaska is all over it. 8 Hilltoppers right away in the backfield.
Yeah, Noah Ertz taking that quarterback keeper. Not a lot of room there. And again, we talked about, you know, number 58 who had a great game last week, and Alex Batista. And he's going to be one of those guys tonight we're going to have to watch to stop the option, especially in some of them keepers inside and some of the traps that they like to run.
So it's going to be a gain of 1 they're going to give them. 2nd and 9 after the keeper by Ertz, as you mentioned. The triple option offense for Holmen. They do not want to get into a throwing match here. Ertz is going to turn. He's going to hand it off right behind him on a little reverse. And again, nothing doing there. First one in is Sam Pika on the tackle. Gain of nothing.
Yeah, Pika is one of those guys that such a quick read and react linebacker, made a good play on the football.
Trying to make sure that I'm calling the right numbers as they're getting the ball, is 4 or 5 different Vikings can get the ball on any play. So far, Onalaska has stayed in their lane through 2 plays, trying to do it again here. Ertz under center. The center motion from right to left. It's going to be a quarterback option. He's going to flip behind him, and a big hit. Nice tackle on the outside by Sean Gillis.
Yeah, Gillis coming in on Tyler Kane and just blew him up in the backfield. We talked about the versatility, and, man, he is having himself a great season so far, playing kind of that star defender position, and he just came like a rocket, and Kane didn't have a chance at all once he got the pitch.
So it'll be a 3-and-out for Holmen. They lose a yard on the drive. They will punt things away here. Standing back to return, Nicky Odom, not a guy that you really want to punt to. This is a shank. It's short and wobbly, and it's going to take a sideways bounce, slightly positive for Holmen, and it will be really nice field position for Onalaska here about the Holmen 43-yard line is where they will start their first possession. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong Air System from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in downtown West Salem. Second drive for the Hilltoppers. Odom in motion from left to right. It's going to be a drop back for Skifton. Hit as he's throwing and knocked away. Nice play on the outside by Dalton Theens.
Yeah, good play. And I don't think that Skifton saw him. I kind of question that throw. He had Ben Sturr wide open right up the seam. Probably would have been a touchdown if he saw it. Just missed him that time. And, man, Nicky Odom, they use him as such a decoy. But Holmen that time just staying home and playing some good defense on the edges.
So 2nd and 10 here. Skifton going to fake a screen. I'll turn back the other way and screen it to his running back, Kuhn. He's going to jump cut back inside, make another cut, breaks tackle. First down and more for Brady Kuhn up to the 29, 30-yard line. They're going to mark him.
That was a great play design by Onalaska. And Kuhn with a nice jump cut, like you said. You called it, Aaron. Great block on the outside by one of the mighty Bossman, Samuel Bossman, the junior. Of course, his brother Ben is the senior of the brother duo. I still have yet to see a mighty Bossman's T-shirt in my possession.
The Bossman bookend on the offensive line, the left and right tackles. Cornell Banks in the backfield will receive the quick pitch, trying to get back to the outside, but nice pursuit in the backfield. Making the play, grabbing him by the jersey, Gavin Bramwell.
Yeah, Bramwell doing a good job getting underneath Alex Hellickson that time and making a really good play on a very powerful and stout runner in Cornell Banks.
So it's a loss of 6 for Cornell Banks.
Good defensive play by Holmen, maybe get some momentum here.
Skifton in the shotgun again. Kuhn's on his left. Hand it off to Kuhn with a couple of men pulling. He's got the outside corner, trying to beat a man to the outside. Stiff arms Evan Johnson, and will run out of bounds at about the 25.
Sean Evans doing a good job on that pull, and, man, he cleared out a couple of guys at that second level to spring that play, and another good chunk on the ground for the Hilltoppers makes this a more, I guess you could say, lower percentage conversion rate here, Aaron. And the Hilltoppers so far are doing it on the ground.
Well, 11 yards on that play. 2nd and 16 makes this very manageable, you said. 3rd and 5 now at the 25. 4-down territory, you would think. Cornell Banks on the left of Skifton. He's going to roll out right. Good block by Banks, and they're going to toss it into the flat. Nicky Odom makes a catch, turns around, diving around the sideline, tiptoeing the sideline, and will finally be pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 7 or 8 yard line there. So another big chunk for Nicky Odom.
Yeah, I would say Gavin Bramwell and Nicky Odom is kind of a mismatch. And that was a good play call by the Hilltoppers. A little bit of how they ran those routes to clean Odom free. I don't know if you noticed that, Aaron, but they ran the tight end as kind of a slant, and then Odom came around that backside for the out route. Good play design by the Hilltoppers, and another first down for Onalaska.
Well, a big key there as well is Cornell Banks getting on the outside
Absolutely.
of that defensive end to allow Skifton to get to the outside. Ball at the 7 yard line, 1st and goal for the Hilltoppers. Trying to make it a 2-score lead here. Skifton with Banks on his left. 2-man left, 2-man right, and we have a timeout. It is going to be an Onalaska timeout, so we'll take him with it. Onalaska.
Did you wake up in a cold house last month?
Touchdown lead. We'll be right back. It's on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer, it's our waste, it's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Back here at Holmen High School, first and goal for the Hilltoppers. They'll send Odom in motion right to left. It'll be Skifton looking in the backfield. Instead, he'll toss it up for Stewart and throws it over his head on the back line of the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like that kind of went a little bit over what he wanted to throw in the corner of the end zone to Stewart. Stewart's a big guy. He can get up there a little bit, but that ball definitely not where it needed to be.
It's not where Skifton wanted to go originally. Maybe felt rushed a little bit. He wanted to find Kuhn in the flat.
Kuhn had the flat, like you said. But, again, Holmen, good defense
right,
over there on the side. They picked it up and a penalty.
They broke the huddle with 12 men. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty on Onalaska. It'll be second and goal from the 12.
Yeah, and that'd be the one thing I think, if you talk to Coach Yash, he probably would say, red zone penalties have been kind of one of those things this season for the Hilltoppers that have been something they need to clean up. And another one here, we'll see if they can overcome that, Aaron, is, you got a pretty high volume passing attack with a good balance on the ground. Onalaska right now has all the momentum.
Second and goal from the 12, and we'll have another pre-snap penalty. The Hilltoppers on the ground. Another false start penalty. So 2 penalties here on Onalaska, and what you just talked about.
Yeah, those are the things that you can't have in these situations. And, you're already up 7-0. You got all the momentum. You kind of want to put down the throttle right away and make Holmen play from behind because that's what they struggle with.
So second and goal from the 17 now. They're going to end around to Matty Burnett, and he will almost get around the corner, but a nice shoestring tackle out on the outside. I believe that was Evan Johnson on the tackle.
Yeah, Evan Johnson came up and made a great play. It looked like Burnett was going to get out there, and another good block on the corner by Ben Bossman, the other half of the Mighty Mighty Bossmans, the senior. And I thought Onalaska might have a touchdown there, Aaron, but just short.
It's going to go as a gain of 12 on the ground for Matty Burnett. It's third and goal at the 5. Again, they got 2 downs to get there. Unless they want to kick the field goal, I should say. Skifton shotgun, Kuhn to his left. Burnett in motion slightly. They're going to roll Skifton out left. He's going to throw into the flat. Odom makes the catch, diving for the end zone, and he is down at the 1-yard line. Maybe not even. Maybe the half-yard line, quarter-yard line.
Yeah, that was close. I thought Nicky was going to be a little short there, and, man, it was good play design again. Just couldn't break the plane. Loved the effort reaching for the pylon, and he held on to it till he hit the ground, unlike what we saw in our first game of the season. But, man, I tell you, the kid is just so tough.
So it'll be fourth and goal, and you have 3 inches to go.
Yeah, I would be going for it, too.
They're in the shotgun, interesting, but they've got the 2 fullbacks. That's Pika and Bolstead. It's going to be a Skifton quarterback draw. He's going to work his way in for the touchdown. Adam Skifton, the 1-yard quarterback's draw, and Onalaska goes up 13-0.
Yeah, great job in the interior, blocking up the middle. Carson Sabell, Sean Evans, Michael Hellickson, giving Skifton a clear lane to the end zone on that play.
So it'll be Mallory Megan on for the extra point once again. Onalaska had second and goal from the 17, able to score. Megan's kick is good. 14-0's our score. Onalaska, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and they lead Holmen. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. Stop in before or after the game. Affordable family bars serving delicious pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches, and daily lunch specials as well. Stop in and see Dave and Brady at Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. Onalaska leads 14-0 after a couple of their drives. They'll pooch punt one down the right sideline, and the Viking will. Nice play by the Viking, actually. Who is that?
35.
Number.
35, Tyler Kane.
Now, a smart play by Kane, touching the ball while his foot is out of bounds, so it'll go as a kickoff out of bounds on Onalaska.
Good field position for the Vikings. I'm not used to sitting for these games, Aaron, but
No.
I feel like I'm the man in the box between you and Jeff right now, and I'm watching these controls, and we're up and running, it looks like.
I think both of us are standing broadcasters.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely. I don't know. It might be a bull in a china shop if I get up here in a few minutes. So
Holmen will start at their own 35 here, trailing 14-0. So Ertz is under center here. He's going to send the wing back from left to right. Now turn. It's going to be the quarterback option. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll gain 2, maybe 3 yards as he bullies his way forward.
Good job by John Nickram, though, staying on the edge that time. They weren't faked by that. Obviously, they've seen that in film. Good, decent game for Holmen, but a good job on the edges by the Hilltoppers.
So Noah Ertz, the 3-yard gain. It's one of those where if you're Holmen, you'll take 3-yard gains.
Yeah.
That's first downs for you every
They
time.
need to get some momentum rolling here. If they get their running attack going, this game's going to change drastically.
2nd and 7. Ertz will keep it, and we'll have another pre-snap penalty. False start on the Vikings.
Yeah, it looked like the left guard moved that time. I believe it was number 51, Adam Schmidt, sophomore. Now, we didn't talk about that. We didn't have time to really do a pregame with this move up, but Holmen's running a pretty young offensive line. And here's the thing. They're only going to get better. This program has a ton of numbers. I really believe in a couple of years the Vikings are going to be one of the powers of this conference. They got a lot of really good young talent. Again, a lot of sophomores, freshmen, junior. So, tonight they're showing that here. It's their time to shine. This Onalaska team's been excellent the first 2 weeks.
Ertz, 3 men in the backfield. They return. He'll keep it
Nice
himself.
play.
Yeah, you are right.
Levi Bolstead.
Right. He has been all over the field every week. That's going to be a loss of 4 on the play, or gain of 1.
And Ertz is coming up a little bit limp on that one. And looks like Reed Tingblad's going to check in.
All right, you're taking the big hits. Like Ertz has taken so far.
Yeah, I mean, Nickram and Bolstead, Batista, those 3 have just been so far really good at the point of attack in this first half, and they have been all season.
So Reed Tingblatt, as you said, will now be in. He is under center with the 3 men in the backfield. He will turn, hand it off, and another pre-snap penalty.
Now you get that new quarterback in there, and sometimes the communication between the center and the quarterback may be a little skewed. Dingblad's a senior, though. He played last year for a bit.
Well, 2 false start penalties, Holmen can't have that. A team that
down 14
is
to
running
nothing.
the ball
right.
and can only essentially run the ball.
Yeah, and you're down 14-0 already.
You're not going to pick up 3rd and 16s against this Onalaska defense, if at
not the way they've been playing.
Yeah.
And the speed they have on the field is tremendous.
So Dinglad will again turn, keep it himself. Now pitch it back to the outside. Got some running room, does Hayden Brennan, and he is tackled around the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 4th and 10.
Yeah, great tackle again by the Onalaska defense, and so strong on the outsides. Their speed is just tremendous, like we've talked about, and hate to keep being like a broken record, but I mean, all 3 weeks that we've seen this team, speed. That's all you've seen. The corners, the linebackers, Bolstead and Nickram. Just the speed of this team is very, very entertaining to watch.
It might sound like broken records, but, I mean, what else are we supposed to say about this?
Yeah, we got 2 turntables and a microphone. Why not? Actually, they're soundboards.
Holmen will punt, and it's blocked. The punt is blocked, picked
touchdown.
up, and it's a touchdown on Alaska. Casey Barth takes it in for the touchdown, and the Hilltoppers lead 20-0.
Wow, Bolstead again coming uncontested. Makes a really good layout on that block, and a easy touchdown for the Hilltoppers. Casey Barth, like you said, Aaron, takes it to the house, and Onalaska 20-0. And man, there's still 1:16 left in this quarter, but usually when you score 20 points in the first quarter of a high school football game, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, we saw that last Friday as West Salem was all over Toma last week.
Holmen's taking a timeout here.
So Holmen wants a timeout before this extra point. We'll take a quick 30 seconds right along with them. 20-0 on our Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Back here out of the timeout, I think Holmen wanted an offsides on somebody on Onalaska. They got back there very quickly. But we are back for the extra point. Megan on to kick. Snap a little high, and that is going to cause it to be no good as Megan will miss it wide left. So it'll stay at 20-0. Our score will be back. Holmen trying to answer on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
As Onalaska leads 20-0. After the blocked punt by Levi Bolstead and the return by Casey Barth. The kick is a little pooch punt over towards the right side, and another pre-play penalty. So offsides on Onalaska. Someone crossed that 40-yard line before the kick was made. So they'll have to move back 5 yards.
Yeah, a little surprised by that. Onalaska usually pretty disciplined in their special teams game, but 2 of those so far in this one. You know, last year they had some issues on some squib kicks, recovering them, and teams were taking advantage of that near the end of the season. Of course, the first game was Salem tried that immediately in the second half, and Onalaska was prepared for it.
So we will have the kickoff going again. It'll be Kason Irwin, who has been doing the kickoffs for Onalaska. We'll try it again. This time he'll boot it away deep, and it'll be to no man's land. It'll bounce right between the legs of the Holmen defender, and will just trickle into the end zone touchback.
Yeah, that was lucky right there.
That is not ideal for the Vikings, but they will keep the ball.
That was Tyrus McCoy, who led the team in rushing the first 2 weeks of the season back there.
Allied Cooperative, your championship team for agronomy, feed, propane, tires, grain, refined fuels, hardware, auto parts, and convenience store. It's a diversity, power, and customer service you'd expect from your championship team, Allied Cooperative. So Holmen trails 20-0 here with 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Yeah, not ideal for a team that likes to run the option.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to see if they try to run and gun it here and get some yards in the passing game.
It's just not their game. Under center's Tangblad. Sends his wing in motion from left to right. They are going to throw it, trying to go on a little wheel route, looking for Brennan, overthrew him by about 2 or 3 steps.
Yeah, and Evan Anderson was behind on that play. If that pass is on the money, we're talking maybe Brennan's down the sideline a little bit further, as Anderson was late to react to the wheel route, like you said, Aaron. They like to run that. They like to run their tight ends deep down the seam. Those are 2 things that you'll see from Holmen more often than not in play action.
That's the classic route that you go to if you're running the triple option, is those
That's
running
right.
back wheel routes, and then try to hit those seams with your tight ends. Tangblad again. This time we'll send Brennan in motion right to left. He'll get the pitch. He's looking for some room, and there's really nothing there. Alex Batista's there, as well as Sean Gillis on the tackle.
Yeah, good job by Gillis. Batista, the big man on the pursuit from that nose tackle / D tackle spot, and he's been impressive this season. I've been really happy with what I've seen from 58. He's done a good job being that man in the middle in this 3-3-3 defense that's been so far pretty electric for the Hilltoppers.
45 seconds and running now here in the first quarter.
3-3-3. Sounds like an ad for, like, hot dogs and drinks somewhere,
Yeah, like you get 3 for 3.
Yeah. Ketchup's always free, so you can't add that on for a prize.
Tangblad again will send his wing in motion, this time left to right. He'll pitch it with the lone hand, trying to get out to the outside, and nothing doing once again. The speed on the outside from Sam Pica too much.
Yeah, Pica, one of those linebackers that he saw that immediately, and I'm sure you heard my hesitation in the microphone. I kind of saw that was not going to probably pan out. But, again, Holmen, this is what they do. They run the football. Again, this is a young team, and right now, Onalaska, with the experience and the speed that they have, has been very dominant.
So it'll be another 3 and out here. But first, we'll have the end of the quarter. After 1 quarter play, it's Onalaska 20, Holmen nothing. Onalaska gets the ball to start the second quarter. We'll be right back on ESPN La Crosse, 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, We don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Back here at Holmen High School, and another punt gone wrong for the Vikings. It goes through the hands of the punter, and he'll just fall on it. I believe that was Tengblad who was back there. And Onalaska will be set up with some pretty good field position, I would say. They will start at the Holmen 4.
Pretty good. This is probably the best field position they've had all year, Aaron.
So Skifton in the shotgun. They are right on the doorstep here. Play number 1. Skifton will roll out right. He's got some blockers, got some room. He's looking. He underthrows his man, Nicky Odom. Bad throw from Skifton that time on the run.
Yeah, and, he's looking at Odom the whole way, and those are just some of the things, too, I think Adam needs to change a little bit with his play is, he kind of locks onto one guy, and it's going to – if a DB's good enough and can bite on that, they could take that all the way back. So that's got to be careful with doing stuff like that. But Adams looked good in the first 2 games, so I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that's one of his flaws I think that he needs to clean up.
Well, and that will work itself out throughout the season. Throwing on the run isn't necessarily an easy thing.
It is not.
Second and goal. He'll hand it off up the middle this time. Kuhn going to work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Brady Kuhn.
Off of that right side. Great job again by the Onalaska interior line. Sean Evans, Sam Bossman out there. Onalaska just rolling right now.
Onalaska leads 26-0 now. And I believe they will kick the extra point. Snap is good this time, and Megan's kick is right through the uprights and good. Mallory Megan with another extra point gives it a 27-0 lead to Onalaska. We'll be right back on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back here at Holmen High School, 3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for your drywall, metal framing, or painting project. If you have one of those projects in mind, call Jared at 608-317-8615 or stop into 3-in-1 Construction located next to the post office in downtown West Salem. Onalaska 27, Holmen nothing. 13 seconds into the second quarter. Holmen finding negative success on offense. 3 drives, -2 yards. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out so far.
Yeah, just kind of prepping for this game. I kind of wondered how this would go with the way Anna's defense has been.
The ball will short hop into the hands of Tyrus McCoy, and he will be tackled about the 15-yard line. We have a flag on the play. Two flags on the play.
Yeah. See, you saw that too.
Yeah.
You were talking about your vision last week. It's not that bad.
Well, you know.
I thought
we're a little closer to the field this week.
Yeah. You know, it's been a long time since I've been to Empire Stadium.
Really?
I think 2016 is the last time I've done a game here, so I'm pretty happy to be here tonight. Number 1, because I love this place. It's a great field, great environment. Number 2, it takes me 2 minutes to get home when I'm done.
That'll take me about 15 or 20 minutes. Not bad.
Yeah, I won't tell Shelly that.
Better than
yeah, she already knows.
Better than our 2-hour drives first couple of weeks.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, but I like that drive up to Menominee. It's a nice drive. Yeah. Menominee's a nice place. They were very, very nice to us when we were there.
Yes, they were. The penalty on the kick was the same penalty. It's a 15-yarder or half the distance on a block in the back penalty.
A lot of growing pains for this young team, Aaron.
So it'll go down as an 8-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10. Tangblad will roll out to the right. He'll throw, hit as he throws, and it's caught.
Nice catch.
Tyrus McCoy on the catch, crossing the 10 up to about the 15-yard line. They get those penalty yards back. It's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, McCoy coming into this game, the leading rusher for the Vikings at 149 yards, about 9.3 a clip. That's the first time I think we've called his name tonight with the football in his hands, and that time on a rollout.
He has been absent up to this point. It's been a lot of Tyler Kane and Hayden Brennan. So the pass complete by Tangblad. Now he'll turn. He'll pitch it to the outside.
Great defense.
Onalaska is keeping prevent. A breaking tackle by Brennan, and now he'll be brought down on the outside. The first one in there to help out was Cy Smith. He'll get credited with the tackle.
Yeah, Cy Smith in there, cleaned up by Bolstead. First down for the Vikings. Short game, but again, good job on the edges by the Hilltoppers. Even in a first down effort for the Vikings, they are really doing a good job against this option.
It's the first down of the game for Holmen.
You know, when two teams play each other so much, you kind of have a lot of things you can go back on, and they've been running this offense for a long time.
I mean, every triple option is essentially the same thing. You just have to figure out how to stay in your lane.
Except for Air Forces.
Yeah, right. Tangblad will send Brennan in motion from right to left. He'll pitch it.
Bolstead.
A quick pitch. And Andrew Weiss on the carry will go nowhere. He'll go backwards, actually a loss of 5 or 6.
Levi Bolstead is playing like easily a first-team All-MVC player so far this season. I mean, I've been impressed with his jump dramatically from last year to this year. And last year he was around the ball a lot. This year he is consistently around the football. He is a playmaker. I believe he's going to UW Platteville, Aaron, and the Pioneers are getting one heck of a football player right now in Levi Bolstead.
I believe you are correct on that commitment.
I try to be. I try to research these things.
I'll one-up you on that.
Oh.
I think he's more than a first-team all-conference.
Yeah, I think as we go down the road, that is very possible. Right. We'll see how the season rolls.
I mean, this guy is in on every tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Tangblad nowhere to go, and it's going to be a sack. I think it's going to go down as a sack at least by Aiden Summerfield, not allowing Tangblad to pitch at that time.
Yeah, another guy we call a lot. Aiden Summerfield in on the play, and Tangblad doing a good job, though, holding on to the football. Yep. If he tries to pitch that could be another turnover. So smart play by Tangblad to cover that up.
He looked like he wanted to pitch it a couple of times. And as a backup
he's very
quarterback,
tempted.
I know he's had action before. He's a vet, so it's a little easier than just saying a backup quarterback. But sometimes a backup quarterback, you might be a little more pressed to make a play.
Yeah, Bubby Brister back in the day with the Steelers all the time. Just force it in there, Bubby. Strong arm it. Nobody's watching. Well, actually, there's over a million people watching, but do it anyway. Good old Bubby Brister.
It'll be a loss of 3 for Tangblad. Makes it a long third down. He'll throw, and he's hit again. This time it's caught. A fumble. Ball's loose on the ground.
He recovered it.
So the recovery will be made. That was Tyler Kane on the grab. He gets up to the 25, so a 15-yard gain.
That was a good route by Kane and a good play design by Holmen, stretching the field, leaving the middle of the field wide open for a dragger out, and Kane doing a good job coming up with it. Didn't lose the football. Good awareness to drop on top of it. And Holmen, obviously, being down this much, will go for it here.
4th and 2 at their own 25. If you're a triple option team, you need to be able to pick up 2 yards when needed. All right, a fake motion. Kane from left to right.
Audible.
Now they're going to reset. Call a different play. Tangblad still transferring the play call. Now they're going to send Brennan in motion. They're going to pitch it to Brennan on the left side. Cy Smith comes up, and he makes the ankle tackle. Brennan's going to reach, but it's going to be well short. He will lose a yard on the play, and it's another turnover on downs for Holmen.
Yeah, another great job on the edges by Onalaska. John Nickram really caused that disruption by staying home and making that play stretch. And Cy Smith doing a good job coming up on the cleanup tackle. And Onalaska's defense right now, again, in this game, dominant.
So they will take over just outside the red zone. They're on the Holmen 24. Skifton's going to throw deep down the left sideline into the end zone. Incomplete. Not really nice coverage on the outside that time by Isaiah Wedden.
Yeah, Isaiah Wedden doing a good job staying step for step, and they've really tried to get Evan Anderson the ball on that route every game this season. Of course, he's 6'4", he can jump out of the gym. Skifton laid it in there nicely, but better coverage by the junior defensive back, Wedden. I was kind of wondering when Yash was going to maybe chuck one up and see what would happen. Got Stir checking in here.
He'll come in and man that left side of the line. Kuhn on the left of Skifton with trips right. Now Odom in motion right to left. They're going to touch pass to him. He's going to use his speed to get around the corner, and he's still in bounds and will tiptoe out of bounds.
You know, it's so funny watching him run because you look at it, it's like, oh, man, that might be a loss right there. And then that gear, he just turns it up, plants that foot. He just has acceleration that nobody else in this conference has. He's that special of an athlete.
You're right. Out on the outside, I believe that was Drew Tengblad who had, it seemed like, kept contained. But he is so fast out on the outside, he kind of angles his body slightly backwards to get himself a little more room, does Nicky Odom.
He's not the human joystick. He's the Cooley joystick around here.
It'll be a gain of 6 for Odom. Now Skifton will drop back to throw. Looking right side into the flat. It's caught by Kuhn. He's got some room down the right sideline. Near the pylon, he scoots in for the touchdown. Brady Kuhn.
How about the block by Anderson out there on the edge? Kuhn doing a good job, you know, running, waiting to get the football in his hands and turning it up, but a better block that probably sprung that touchdown by Anderson just within the red zone area.
Well, not much communication on that Holmen defense either. They had a couple of guys with their backs turned before they figured out Kuhn had a steam coming at him. It's 33-0 halfway through this second quarter. Mallory Megan on for the kick again, and it's blocked. So no good. It'll stay at 33-0. That's our score. Holmen's ball coming up next. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
33-0 is our score. Onalaska leads Holmen here with 7:15 remaining in this first half. They have scored on all 4 of their possessions. They've also has a special teams touchdown as Erwin will send it away, end over end, caught at about the 16-yard line and returned up the middle of the field by Kane. Hit hard about the 30-yard line. That's where they'll mark him, and that's where Holmen will take over. Cooley Golf Ball Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska is your family fun place with their 8-lane bowling center. After bowling, grab a take and bake pizza to go, or choose their popular roasted chicken. Available daily. Cooley Golf Ball Sports Bar and Grill is your family fun place at the east end of Main Street in Onalaska.
Just there for lunch the other day.
Yeah,
just kind of scooted up from my other place of work, and it was fantastic. Had some pan-fried fish and shrimp since I'm on my diet. It was fantastic. Blackened tiger shrimp. Pretty good price for that, too. It's only $16, I think.
Nice.
That's a pretty good deal.
There you go. Cooley Golf Ball Sports Bar and Grill. Tengblad under center will turn and pitch it on first down to Brennan, and again, nowhere to go. Summerfield in the backfield, another loss of 2 on the play for Brennan.
You know, for all the years that I've watched this rivalry, and in the last 10 years, Holmen is 7-3 over Anna, but tonight this is a very different dynamic for both these teams. You know, Holmen still growing, a lot of youth. Onalaska right now, you got to think they're in kind of their prime, you know, with the players that they have and the skill set that they have right now, both offense and defense, and you can see it right now in this first half. It is definitely a huge dynamic change.
Receiver out right, one out left. Tengblad will send Kane in motion right to left. He'll drop back to throw. He'll throw across the middle. He's got a man, and off the hand, just overthrew his intended receiver, Tyrus McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy got open, and Matty Burnett thought that ball was going to be underthrown. I'm sure you saw he kind of came to the inside instead of going with the receiver, looking for an interception, and almost a mistake by the Hilltoppers in the secondary. And I would say if there's a small weakness with this defense, it is the secondary of the Hilltoppers.
That time, Tengblad looked like he wanted McCoy to keep going maybe kind of more straight down that seam, where McCoy kind of rounded it off, tried getting back towards the middle of the field. That's where that 1 yard of difference is really crucial. So 3rd and 12 now, another third down behind the sticks for the Vikings. Tengblad will send Brennan in motion. He'll go back. Now he's going to keep it. Will Tengblad. He'll keep it himself up the middle. He'll gain 3 or 4 yards. It'll give him. And it'll be 4th and 8.
Sam Peak in on the tackle. Again, staying at home on the edge. And, you know, the one thing, Anna's doing a good job of just watching the pitch and watching the inside run of the quarterback. They're staying at home and not over pursuing, and they're doing it consistently throughout this football game.
So they will punt. Will Holmen. So they gain just 2 yards. See if they can get the punt away this time. The snap much better, and the punt is away. Nearly blocked again. They kick it over towards the side, not allowing Odom return, but he will pick it. Oh, he slipped. He slipped. He was going to have some room, but Odom slipped as he picked it up out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, field conditions right there. Just a little bit anxious was Nicky Odom to get that foot down and get rolling, and I was excited to see it, but again, Onalaska in this first half, maybe one of the few miscues that they've had so far.
So 4th 3 and out of the game for Holmen. Add on a turnover on downs on top of that. Just 1 first down in the half. 5:33 remaining. They'll send Odom in motion right to left. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Kuhn. He's got some room. He'll plow forward, crossing the 30, maybe right at the 30. Gain of 8 for Brady Kuhn.
Yeah, Sean Evans is having himself a game tonight. Getting to that second level and making a good seal on that inside trap. And Brady Kuhn quietly, you know, the silent workhorse of the Onalaska Hilltoppers is doing a really good job in this first half. And Onalaska likes to pound the rock, and they're doing it so far.
He's got 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the
That's
air.
It?
Yeah. They're going to hand it off to Kuhn again. He will shovel a man past, and he will cross up to the 32, maybe right at the line to gain. And they are going to give it to him. So a gain of 2 for Kuhn, first down.
Good hit by Dane Rosenau, the senior middle linebacker on that play. Kuhn bouncing off a couple tacklers. You thought maybe he'd get some extra yards. Still a first down for the Hilltoppers, but a great hit in that second level by the Viking defense.
So 1st and 10, Kuhn on the right is Skifton. He'll roll out to the right, looking to throw deep down the right sideline, looking for Burnett. Jump ball, makes the grab.
Wow, nice catch.
And he was in bounds.
Yes,
Matty
that
Burnett,
was a great catch.
Right at the 40, kept his feet in bounds, got both feet in. Big play.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what you want to call a high point. We do have a flag on the field, however.
And it's going to come back. Ineligible man downfield on the Hilltoppers.
Interesting call. I don't know where. I didn't really see anything.
That was,
yeah.
Well, if you're watching on our video stream, I'm sure you can go back and try to figure out where that was.
They can hit me up on my eyesight, which I thought was good.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
It's a great catch by Burnett, though.
Yes, it was. Skipped him on a 1st and 15 now. He'll turn and hand it off to Banks, and he's tackled from behind. Really nice pursuit that time. It's Aiden Boylan on the tackle.
Yeah, Boylan coming in and getting just a nice scrape move on the inside. That time Sean Evans got beat inside, and Boylan made a good play on a very tough runner for the Hilltoppers at number 41, Cornell Banks.
They're going to make it a loss of 4 for Banks. So he's got gains of 33, -6, and -4. Talk about two ends of the spectrum. 2 receivers right. That's Odom and Burnett. 1 out left is Anderson. Skifton will roll out to the right. He's looking, still rolling, running out of time. He'll get it to Odom, who was adjusting in his route. He will juke a tackle and get up towards the line of the first down line to gain, and it'll be a first down. I mean, how are you supposed to stop that?
That's a great job by Odom, though, reading his quarterback and finding the soft spot in the defense when those 2 backers move up to the inside to get on Burnett. Odom just kind of leaks in behind, and a great throw by Skifton.
They'll go as a 22-yard gain for Odom.
It was a great play.
They're going to hand it off up the middle. Rather, Skifton going to keep it. He will have a modest gain of 4.
Good tackle by Boylan again. I believe 80 was in on that as well. Rose now. Onalaska right now just letting this first half run.
Under 3 minutes to go. They already lead 33-0.
Timeout.
And timeout is called. Coach Kowalski wants to talk it over. We'll take a break with him. 33-0 Onalaska with the ball. You're listening to ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Ready for action once again. Onalaska continues to drive at 2nd and 6. Skifton will roll out to his left. He's got some room and a man in the flat. That's Anderson. He'll make the catch on a leap. He'll spin away from a tackler, keep on going, and land at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, good job on the left side by Ben Bossman, kind of letting that defender kind of crash in. He kind of turned him inside to really break Skifton so he could roll left, get that ball to Anderson. Really good block out there by the Hilltoppers.
Anderson's first grab. Now Skifton in the shotgun will be taken down. It's a sack. Drew Tengblad in the backfield.
Yeah, Tengblad doing a good job getting in there and making a good play on Skifton, and that's a big loss for Onalaska. Holmen does have some really good playmakers on defense, especially at the linebacker spot.
Skifton will roll right. Kuhn will be his lead blocker. He's going to throw it on the run down the sideline. Nicky Odom makes the grab, and he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Nicky Odom.
As the late, great Al Davis said, you can't teach speed. And Nicky Odom that time just kind of did a little route on him and turned it up, kind of a mini wheel route a little bit, Aaron, if you kind of look at it from our perspective. And what a great ball by Skifton. That was a beautiful throw, and Nicky Odom's going to take that one in every single time.
41-yard throw and catch from Skifton the Odom, and it's 39-0. Mallory Megan on again for the extra point. Snaps good, holds good, and the kick is good. 40-0 with 1:47 remaining in the first half. Holmen ball coming up next. You're listening to High School Football on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Now's the time to make your dream home a reality with a home loan from Ultra. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we're here to help make it happen. With great rates and local servicing, a secure 24/7 online application, and an expert team. So take the next step and apply now. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Back here at Holmen, the kickoff line drive is caught on the run by Tyler Kane, and he will bring it up to about the 34-yard line for Holmen. They practice treating the whole person at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness. Live your best life. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta. 40-0, Scotty, is our score. And it's, as it sounds, all Onalaska.
I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. This was something that I saw just watching some film and looking at some things that I thought this was possible. Just the talent level is extremely different.
Tangblad will drop back to pass after faking the handoff. He'll try to go deep on the wheel route looking for somebody, and he throws it in between two Vikings, and Tyler Kane and Tyrus McCoy incomplete.
Yeah, good throw again, and, Onalaska kind of lackadaisical in coverage there. It didn't seem like he was going to stick with him. It was almost like he just let him get behind him. Kind of interesting.
Both Kane and McCoy were behind their defenders, and, if the throw's on target, that's probably a touchdown.
Yeah, going back to that Odom touchdown, though, that was another well-designed play to run kind of a seam and then an out wheel route up, and Odom was just wide open because there's no safety there to stop it.
Well, and the more moves that Odom makes, there's no way someone's catching up with him. The speed that he has. Here's a pitch from Tangblad out on the outside. Brennan, lead blocker.
Good block.
And he will pick up the first down.
Yeah, great block that time by 25, Andrew Weiss, coming out and helping. That's a good little momentum builder here going into the half maybe for Holmen.
So Brennan, 11-yard gain. Second longest play of the game.
I'm still surprised we haven't seen a lot of McCoy tonight. I thought for sure that we'd see more of 28.
I guess they
value
have him out on the outside.
They value him as a receiver. That's what I was just going to say. Marshall Falk was 28.
That's where they've lined him
Great
up
receiver.
A lot. Yeah, you're darn right. Quick pitch over to the left side. Here's Weiss. He'll get the ball himself, and he will cross midfield, cross the 45, and to be close to a first down, they're going to give it to him. So a 10-yard gain for Andrew Weiss.
Good sportsmanship by both these teams.
Holmen going with the hurry up as there's under 1:20 remaining in this first half.
Respecting the hit. That's what I always like to see in high school football.
Tangblad will get under center, and he will send Kane in motion, left to right. They're going to pitch it to Kane. He's got Weiss out ahead of him, tackled from behind that time. Ben Sturr on the tackle. Gain of about 4.
Volstead's got to be careful, too. He kind of came in late, and lucky they didn't throw a flag on that.
Still trying to go a little hurry up. 40 seconds remaining and 40 yards away from the end zone. Probably going to have to throw at some point here. Kane in motion again, left to right. They're going to pitch it to Weiss this time. Kane will be the lead blocker. Weiss will get upfield, now hit hard. And out of bounds, I believe. Up to the 35. We'll see what they want to do. They're going to give him the first down.
It was close from our vantage point. Holmen doing a good job here late, getting some momentum running the football a little bit, but they got a long mountain to climb.
25 seconds here, and they're 35 yards away now.
Aaron, stranger things have happened in high school football, but right now this is looking pretty bleak.
Tengblad with the clock stopped now after the run out of bounds. We'll send Brennan in motion. He'll drop back, straight back, and he is sacked. You want to let the people know who it was.
Pika sack time.
Yeah. You're going to have a
Pika pack, a Pika sack.
It's going to be a 1 in 2 chance most likely. You're going to pick out who was in on the sack. It was Sam Pika. It's a loss of 8 on the play, and that will do it for the first half. Onalaska. After 2 quarters of play, it's 40-0. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about what happened here in this first half. You're listening to the high school football game of the week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
A proud sponsor of high school football for nearly 4 decades in running, Hilltopper Refuse at your disposal since 1983. Well, Scotty, it was all Onalaska in the first half as they lead 40-0. Holmen picked up just 4 first downs, 3 of them coming on their final drive of the half. You talked about it. There's a huge talent level at this point in both these teams' programs. we maybe expected this, but maybe not to this extent, or how quickly it happened?
It was possible. I mean, the way that when I saw them play against Chippewa Falls, I was really concerned, especially, the play in the trenches. I felt they got dominated, and then last week you play a quality opponent like River Falls, and, they played a tough schedule, and so you really don't know what to expect when you come into a conference game with the way Onalaska played against West Salem and Menominee. You really don't know until you get the tail of the tape, but then you look at some of the numbers and going into this game, only 3.5 points a game, 180 yards of total offense. They were outscored 64-7 in those first two games, the Vikings were. So it's one of those things that you look at it on paper, and it's not the Holmen Vikings that you know. But again, this program's young. I think a lot of their talent's coming up in the freshman and sophomore class, and they might have to wait for that right now. But Onalaska's ready to go right now, and I think we've seen that the first 2 weeks. I think we're seeing it again tonight. Very dominant performance by the Hilltoppers, especially at the offensive line level. Coach Yash has talked about it the last couple of weeks. The O-line needs to set the tempo they have in this game. Brady Coons had himself a heck of a first half. Adam Skipton's getting time to throw the football. It's exactly what Coach Tom Yashinsky would want to see right now at halftime if you're a Onalaska Hilltopper fan or follower.
Well, let's put the coach hat on. Every coach can figure out something to fix, no matter what.
Where's
the
my
score,
telestrator?
How well you're playing.
Oh, we don't have that. Okay.
What's the thing for Onalaska that they got to change?
I don't really think they need to change anything, Aaron. I think they're doing everything magnificently well. I would say that, if anything, maybe a little bit of lapses in the secondary here and there. We've talked about that. Maybe some, we're up 40-0, and, you don't like to see that if you're a head coach. I'm sure that's being discussed in the locker room right now. There's a couple times in that first half I felt like they kind of gave up on the football a little bit when it was in the air. But overall, I mean, the defensive line and the linebackers have been tremendous. Offensively, all levels are clicking right now. I mean, if Onalaska should be very proud of how they played in that first half. So that's really the nuts and bolts of it, I guess, if you look at it.
Noble Insurance, free insurance reviews, free quotes. Bottom line, they make insurance easy for you. And most importantly of all, your insurance needs in one place. Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska.
So my son's out there somewhere playing the tuba. I don't know if I can pick him out.
We know where the tubas are.
Okay, so let's see if I can. Yep, there he is, right there on the right. I can tell by the My Hero Academia style haircut that he likes to have. If those of you don't know that, that's a Japanese anime, and he watches those. But great kid. Very proud of him. Great student. Really loves music. He's rocking out on the guitar. He's actually learning to play Master of Puppets on the regular guitar right now. I was pretty impressed by that.
Well, if you were wondering how we can point to where he is on the radio, well,
yes.
We have the video stream as well. If
yes.
you want to go check that out.
Good job, Aaron.
On YouTube, ESPN La Crosse 105.5. You can check it out. We got the video, and well, you can listen to us as well. If you really tuned in to listen to our voices, you can still hear us on the YouTube stream as well. So you can watch and listen to the game over there. Make sure to stay tuned after the game as well. We'll have the Festival Foods postgame show. Immediately following the game, you can listen to that on the TuneIn app by just searching up ESPN La Crosse 105.5. You can listen at ESPNLacrosse.com by clicking Listen Live. Or, of course, if you're listening on the radio right now, just go to 105.5. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the stats after 2 quarters of play. That's all Onalaska, 40-0 in our game of the week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed Roofing and Siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Does your house need a new roof or siding? Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed Roofing and Siding dealer. Contractor Supply of West Salem. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems, or stop in for a free estimate. You can stop in at County Highway B in West Salem, your partner in building excellence. Well, at the half, it is 40-0. Onalaska is all over the Holmen Vikings. Let's take a look at our stats from the first half. Starting with Onalaska, their quarterback Adam Skifton threw the ball 12 times for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. One of those touchdowns going to Nicky Odom. Odom had a big first half. He had 7 grabs and a touchdown to go with it. Brady Kuhn had a couple of grabs for 31 yards and a touchdown. Evan Anderson, 1 catch for 10 yards. On the ground, it was Kuhn leading the way as well. He had 30 yards on 6 carries, 2 touchdowns for Kuhn on the ground, 3 total for him in the first half. Cornell Banks had his first carry of 33, then had 2 negative carries, -6, -4. So he has 23 yards in the first half. Matty Burnett has a carry for 12, and Adam Skifton has 2 carries for 5 yards, and he has a touchdown on the ground. For the Holmen Vikings, it was Reed Tengblad who came in relief of the injured Noah Ertz. Reed threw the ball 5 times. He was 2 of 3 for 22 yards. Noah Ertz, before he left, had 3 carries for 5 yards. It was Tyler Kane with 4 carries for 0 yards. Hayden Brennan had 6 carries for 13 yards. Andrew Weiss with 3 carries for 12 yards, and Reed Tengblad had 2 carries for 1 yard. Those receptions for Holmen, one went to Tyrus McCoy for 7, the other to Tyler Kane for 15. As for the team stats in the first half, each team had a sack. Onalaska's went for -8, Holmen's went for -5 yards, 4 penalties for 20 yards on Onalaska, and it was 3 penalties for 18 yards for Holmen. It was 11 first downs for Onalaska, 4 for Holmen, and 3 punts for Holmen, while Onalaska did not punt at all. No turnovers for either side. With DriveUltra.org, you're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Your first stop to conveyor vehicles. Visit DriveUltra.org today from Ultra Federal Credit Union. There's an Ultra Federal Credit Union location near you. It's where you belong. We'll take another break. We'll be back. It's halftime here from Holmen. 40-0. Onalaska leads.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
S-C-S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
Will your furnace make it through another heating season? Now is the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, and reliable Armstrong air system from Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer in downtown West Salem. All right, Scotty, we were able to, at least I was able to find one score from around the area.
I got one, but you go first.
It's the Aquinas game. I don't know if it's the same game.
Nope.
Okay, so I got one. It's Aquinas and GET. Aquinas trails 22-14. At least with under a minute remaining last check in that first half. Aquinas has had some issues early on. Last week it was 12-6 going into the fourth quarter before they broke away from Luther. But here they're trailing by 8 at halftime. Defending champion. I know it's a different team, but, I mean, anything to that?
Well, you got Jackson Flotmeyer still there, so I don't know. It's hard to say, but they're ranked number 1 in Division 5, and obviously he's a kind of a big-time prospect in the state right now if you look at quarterbacks in Wisconsin in general. So a little bit of a surprise, especially with GET kind of rebuilding a little bit, I would say, under Paul Anderson. And, he's bringing back that old-school GET running attack. And, that's interesting. Maybe Aquinas isn't maybe a run-stop team. That could be something. We don't know any stats from that game right now. However, I do know stats from one game. My alma mater, the Bangor Cardinals, 35-0 over Royal yesterday.
Last night, yeah.
And they threw the football for a little while. Couldn't believe it. I saw air touchdowns. It was something it was like a mystery going on in real life. They scored touchdowns throwing the football. They still had 257 yards on the ground, mind you. But still, Bangor 35-0 over their bitter rival Royal. And they are also ranked in their division at number 9, which I think is a little low at 2-0. Other ranked teams, if you want to talk about that for a minute, Aaron, West Salem was ranked number 8 in Division 4 at 1-1.
You say Cashton, right? Yep.
Cashton in Division 7 at number 4 and 2-0. I'm telling you, that Bangor-Cashton matchup at the end of the season, that's going to be a good game.
Ooh,
do we have
last week?
Do we have a flex schedule?
I don't know. That's a game that
John, you can answer that question. The flex schedule, ladies and gentlemen. But I would like to do that if possible. But I'm telling you, that's going to be one heck of a football game at the end of the season. Those two teams are both perennial state contenders, in my opinion.
I will say the one thing about where we'll be the last week, it's going to be hard to go away from the game. We have West Salem and Aquinas.
I know.
That's going to be a great game as well.
I'm stoked for that, too.
I know.
I'm just – the heart's coming out a little bit. But, yeah, that's going to be a fantastic matchup, no question. And, you kind of question, Aquinas being down to Luther last week, down to GET this week. Is there a chink in the armor of the old Blue Golds?
We'll see.
There's a heavy favorite going into the season.
They turned the ball over 3 times in the first half. That's
a lot.
Win you any games.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So we're about ready for our game, our second half here. Onalaska leads 40-0.
I was just kidding, John. No flex schedule.
We'll kick it away. Onalaska from left to right. It'll be returned by Kane. He will get up the middle, hit hard at about the 27. He'll dive up forward to the 30-yard line.
Pretty good return by Kane, though, bouncing off a tackle, had a good burst coming off the bat. And Holmen will see if they can kind of get something rolling here and get some momentum as, hate to say the old analogy, but they have a heavy and long hill to climb against the Hilltoppers. No pun intended,
and
actually it was, but that's fine.
And both ways.
Yeah.
I'm sure they might take a uphill both ways barefoot trip right now. 40-0 they trail. But they get the ball first here to start the second half. It'll be Tengblad again doing the quarterbacking after Noah Ertz was injured early on in that first quarter. He will turn around in a traditional handoff this time to Kane, who will power his way through about 5 yards on the carry.
Just an off tackle left right there. Simple handoff. Good block on the outside by the offensive line, number 72. I believe that's Zachary Scherfeld.
So 2nd and 5. It hasn't been very often in that first half. Tonight where Holmen's been ahead of the sticks, as you will. Been a lot of backwards yardage on first down. Tengblad again will send Kane in motion left to right to left. He'll get the handoff again. He'll be pulled down by the arm that time by Aiden Summerfield. It'll be a gain of about 4 for Kane.
Yeah, good tackle by Summerfield and good block by Landon Ellis, who's kind of been their fullback / H-back type player for this team. Comes out on, again, another off tackle left.
So 3rd and 1 here. Probably going to go for it on 4th down either way, but would love to pick it up on 3rd. Kane again with the handoff, and we'll have a flag before the play.
Right guard.
That's another reason why Holmen's been behind the sticks. Those penalties. They had a couple in that first half that backed them up. Really ruined any chance of picking up a first down. Now it's 3rd and 6.
Fletcher Cat jumping a little early. Ball was probably coming to his side, I would guess.
Hey, what's wrong with getting a little head start?
That's right.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. 3rd and 6.
Calm down, Eddie Guerrero.
Kane in motion. Tengblad's going to pitch to him on the outside. Lead blocker. He'll power back through, and he'll get those 5 yards back, maybe 4. It'll be short and 4th down and 2.
And they're probably in go-for-it territory here, I would say. Holmen, though, starting to get a little bit more of a push up front.
Yeah, they're starting to get Kane downhill, giving him some of that ability to use some of that power.
They're starting to seal Alex Batista, and that I think he's been kind of a unsung hero for the Hilltoppers in the first half.
And I talked to Coach Yashinsky. Obviously weren't able to play that without much of a pregame, but he said, Batista, I asked him about the defense. He said he's the unsung hero as Tengblad will keep it himself and push forward for a gain of 5. He'll pick up the first down.
Holmen getting a first down, the crowd getting fired up, and more cowbell underneath us. I like the cowbell. I don't know about you, Aaron, but I enjoy it.
It's a good touch.
It
I
is.
will say, though, don't do it in excess. Then I think it ruins its luster a little bit.
Kind of does, unless it's Will Ferrell. If it's Will Ferrell, it's fine.
Well, I think that's the exception.
It is the only exception, probably.
There's always an exception to the rule. 1st and 10. McCoy goes in motion. They're going to pitch it to him this time. It's his first carry. Now he's going backwards. Now trying to get forwards. He does a really nice job of getting positive yardage.
Yeah, great effort. John Nickram had the edge that time, kind of pushing around his blocker to stretch that play, but McCoy doing a good job. And again, McCoy, the leading rusher on this Vikings team. We haven't seen him handle the ball in that capacity too much, but right there, a good run.
2nd and 9, and just a reminder, it's 40-0, so that means we have our running clock. And, well, a team that likes to run it in Holmen, it's going to be tough to either way. I mean, this clock's going to be running a lot, and it's already down to 7 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. They haven't crossed midfield yet. 2nd and 9. Tangblad's going to drop back to pass. Another wheel route down the right side, left side rather, and again, just overthrowing McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy getting behind Andrew Burnett that time on the edge, and Burnett slipped a little bit out there. Yeah, he kind of his right foot kind of went underneath him, and a decent recovery. Hands on the hips, though, for Burnett.
No matter how fast you are, how good you are as a defensive back, if you slip, good luck trying to get back into an optimal position to defend the pass. Lucky that time it was overthrown. 3rd and 9. Clock continues to run. 6.5 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Tangblad is going to go in the motion. He's going to fake a pitch, keep it himself, and just push forward. I think that time it was more of a broken play as he gets forward for about 4.
Again, great pursuit, though, by the Onalaska defense. Pika over there on the right side. Nickram coming over. I mean, Tangblad looked like he wanted to pitch it out to Hayden Brennan, and just if he does, it's probably a turnover. So it was a good decision by Tangblad.
4th and 6 coming up now.
You know, you got that Festival Foods post-game show coming up.
Yep.
I got a coupon from Festival that I'm going to use right after this game. Brew Pub Pizzas. $5.99 if you're a Festival Text member today. 2 of them, limit 2. I'm going to only eat 1, and I shouldn't do that. I'm on a diet, but my wife said it was okay. But I'm getting one after this game.
4th and 6. Tangblad's going to fake a pitch. He's looking to throw. He is hit as he throws, kept it himself, and now he's taken down. John Nickram, Sam Pika in the backfield, and it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Nickram and Pika, you called a good penetration and nowhere really to go. John Nickram has been a beast in these first 3 games. Him and Levi Bolstead on the edges have been a nightmare for tackles that they played so far. Man, I tell you, just the talent on this defense is impressive.
Well, in that interview that I talked about where we weren't able to release it, unreleased interview now, I was going to ask him about Levi Bolstead, Coach Yashinsky, and then I was like, well, and there's also Sam Pika, and there's also John Nickram, and there's also Aiden Summerfield. Oh, wait, Alex Petit. I mean, you just keep going down the line as Cornell Banks carries it for about 4 yards.
And that's the thing. Like, you know, Nicky Odom's going to get – him and Pika both going to get a lot of the limelight, but – you look at this team in general and what they've done, it's a collective. I mean, they've done a great job in all 3 phases of the game, offense, defense, special teams, so far this season, and that's why they have been as good as they are.
2nd and 6, Odom in motion. They're going to hand it off to Banks again as he –
oh, what a hit.
Wow, he is hammered down as he was trying to juke left, juke right to find a hole, and he was hammered down, gain of 1.
Gavin Bramwell just said, hello, how do you do?
I don't know. I think Cornell Banks didn't even see Bramwell.
No.
He was not ready for that. He went down easy.
Yes.
3rd and 5. See if Onalaska wants to throw the ball here. Won't stop the clock with the running clock here. They are going to roll Skifton out to the right, looking to throw, and they will find a man over the middle. It's caught. Matty Burnett, first down.
Yeah, good job by Burnett to just go down on that play, too, because Holmen looking for the strip. Yeah, these two teams haven't exchanged a lot of hallmark moments through the years, and that hit by Bramwell was definitely not one of them. Still another methodical drive error by the Hilltoppers.
It's the first down of the half for Onalaska. They will hand it off up the middle. Kuhn will find a slight lane. He will be hit and drags the pile forward to about the 20. It's a gain of 3 for Brady Kuhn.
Good job by Hellickson getting to that second level. Bolstead and Sturr checking in, kind of a heavy package for Onalaska now.
They'll also bring back in Banks, who I think would be more of their power back. I mean, Kuhn's definitely not the speedster. He's got some power, but I think Banks is probably more of the power guy for them, so he comes in as well. They're to the left of Skifton. All three of those guys are going to pitch it to Banks. He's going to try to now cut back inside with a head of steam. Makes a nice move into the end zone. Cornell Banks. What a play.
And they ran behind Pika and Bolstead on that heavy left side. Great block by Pika to set the edge. Great vision by Banks to cut that back inside for the Hilltopper touchdown. Man, impressive.
20 yards and a touchdown for Cornell Banks. It's 46-0. And the one time the clock will stop here in the second half on a touchdown.
Offensive line for the Hilltoppers again tonight. Tremendous.
Mallory Megan on for the extra point. Snap a little high, but gets it down while Maddie Burnett, and straight through for Megan, and it's 47-0. Onalaska leads. You're listening to high school football on ESPN La Crosse, 105.5. Back here at home, and the kickoff off the front line, and it's a heads-up recovery that time by Ezra Markovsky for the Vikings.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Off, but
I was going to say it sounded like it went off somebody. You could hear it from here, and Holmen lucky to get that football back.
Just a line drive either off the shoulder pad or the side of the helmet.
It was like watching a scene from Dodgeball.
Good thing it's not a wrench being thrown at him.
That Patches O'Houlihan, he's a sneaky man.
First and 10, 33-yard line for Holmen as the clock now begins to run again. Under 2 minutes left in this third quarter. It's Tengblad under center. We'll send the man in motion right to left. And Kane will receive the handoff around the outside. He's tackled down by a couple of Hilltoppers. First one in there is Aiden Summerfield. Also in on the tackle was, I believe, that was Brody Mickshall.
Yeah, Mickshall getting in there, getting some time now. Yeah, Summerfield coming in, making a great play on the football.
3-yard gain for Kane.
Yeah, they like running that off tackle left right now, Aaron.
Yeah, they do. They've gone off tackle either side, honestly. That's been their main play they've gone to in the second half.
I think they're starting to realize that the pitch plays aren't really working all that well.
Well, it gives the Onalaska defense a little extra time to get back there as a pitch is made by Tengblad to McCoy. He will break a tackle, and he will skirt the sideline up for a first down up near midfield. Nice gain for Tyrus McCoy.
Yeah, Anderson tried to go high on McCoy on the tackle, and McCoy kind of just brushed him off, and a great gain for the Holmen Vikings tailback, who, again, he had 149 yards rushing combined in the first 2 games and was kind of the bell cow back for the Vikings, and now he's starting to get that football a little bit more, see if he can make some plays with those feet.
They're going to give him 10 yards on the play with McCoy. They're going to mark him back a little bit, says he ran out of bounds. Still a first down, though. And we're running up on the end of the third quarter. We'll see if Holmen can get one more play in here. Under 10 seconds, and now we have a pre-snap penalty, which will
encroachment on the Hilltoppers.
So they got him with the fake motion, and that will run out the rest of the clock. So a 5-yard penalty on Onalaska will end the third quarter, 47-0. Onalaska leads. We'll take another break. We'll be right back on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Noble Insurance Agency, Onalaska.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in 3 things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. Stop in before or after the game. Check out their affordable family bar with pizzas, burgers, sandwiches, and see Dave and Brady as well in downtown West Salem. First play in the first quarter. Tengblood trying to dump it off to his tight end, but it is incomplete. Trying to go to Landon Ellis, it looks like, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, not where Ellis was perceiving the pass to go, and Onalaska's defense, and surprised they didn't kind of pounce on that.
Second and 5, again another tight formation for Holmen, as usual here. Tangblad will send Kane in motion. They'll pitch it to Kane with a Weiss out ahead of him as lead blocker, and he will gain really nothing, maybe 1 yard on the play. Handful of Hilltoppers in there as they bring in their backups. First one in there, we'll give it to Noah Mack.
I was going to say Mack did a really good job coming up and making a good play on that toss. Now, the theme here today at Holmen High School is blackout for the students. Read it online before I came here today.
I saw one, West Salem was doing construction, I believe. Either that or it was the Onalaska kids were doing. Onalaska's over their whiteout, so they go the opposite of the blackout. As a pitch out here to McCoy outside. Tried to get back outside. Really nice tackle. On the tackle that time, Cooper Simmons.
Yeah,
like a rocket.
Simmons, the junior, making a great play. And McCoy's a tough back. And it was a great tackle on a guy who's looked pretty good so far in this high school football season. Impressive play by Simmons.
4th and 5 coming up.
So you said construction was the theme in West Salem?
West Salem, they
did anybody bring a jackhammer?
I'm not sure.
That would have been awesome.
I think they're more going for like the fluorescent colors.
I was thinking more power tools and causing disruption
hard hats maybe
and destruction. You know that when I think construction, I think chaos.
I don't know if they're allowed to bring weapons into the
Well, no, but it's not in the school; it's outside the school.
The pass intercepted. Intercepted by Xavier Lawrence down the right sideline. He's got one man to beat, and he will go into the end zone. Touchdown. Pick 6, Xavier Lawrence.
What a play by Lawrence. Another overthrow. Lawrence showing the talent and the speed. A good contingent of Hilltoppers in front of him, and Onalaska just keeps rolling here tonight. Man, that is a huge, huge, huge change of events here in a game that's already one-sided.
They tried that same play as they did before, that little tight end pop pass. On a 60-yard return that time for Xavier Lawrence. It's 53-0. Mallory Megan on for the extra point. And it is good again. Our score 53-0. Allied Cooperative, your championship team for agronomy, feed, propane, tires, grain, refined fuels, hardware, auto parts, and convenience store. Diversity, power, and customer service you'd expect from your championship team, Allied Cooperative. We'll take a quick break. 9:45 remaining in this ball game. 54-0. Onalaska leads.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
3-1 Construction, the name to remember for your drywall, metal framing, or painting project. If you have one of those projects in mind, call Jared at 608-317-8615. Or stop in 3-1 Construction, located next to the post office in downtown West Salem. Well, it's still all Onalaska, 54-0, with 9:47 remaining in the ball game. Pick 6 from Xavier Lawrence, about 60 yards or so down that right sideline, able to beat Reed Tengblad to the spot.
Well, the way this game's going, we didn't have to worry about the weather.
Probably could have kept it at 7 o'clock.
Probably.
Kickoff coming here from Kason Irwin. It's a little squib over towards the left side. The return from Holmen minimal, crossing the 40-yard line up to about the 42. That's where they will begin their next possession. Can feel the wind a little bit coming in. It does feel like a storm type of wind on the horizon coming.
Yeah, you know.
Better safe than sorry.
And that's the thing. I think it was the right call to move the game up just to make sure you get it in. And, you know, a lot of conference schedules starting tonight. So it's rolling, you know, along kind of slow, I guess, in terms of the weather. So, and that's great because you get the game in, you get these conference schedules rolling. So, yeah, I mean, it's good that they did move the game up so we could get this action on the YouTube channel tonight, streaming live. That's a plug right there.
Yeah, you can listen to us while watching as well.
It's better to listen than look at me, anyway. I'm good with it.
Well, the camera's not on you, thankfully.
I don't. Yeah, no kidding, because then the viewership would drop tremendously.
Tengblad back to throw on first down, scrambling, and now he'll be sacked. A trio of Hilltoppers come in. First one there, Cameron Cornett, as well as Jackson Hughes, it looks like.
Yeah, Hughes and Cornett doing a good job getting inside. And a tough game here tonight for the Vikings. Onalaska's defense showing they've got talent at more levels than just the original starting group. It's a deep football team we're looking at, Aaron.
Well, you need some depth if you want to go the way you want to go as far as you want to go. You can't just rely on 22 guys. You need more than that, especially if injuries start to take a play into things. Obviously, you don't want those, but sometimes you can't help it here as Tengblad will reverse pivot, and he will pitch it. It's a fumble on the ground. It's loose, and it's Onalaska's ball. Recovery that time by Casey Barth.
There is a flag on the play.
Right about where man in motion went through. They signal Onalaska ball. The sticks are going that way. It's holding.
Declined.
It will be declined. And it will be Onalaska football with 7.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers here tonight for the Vikings and some miscues and, again, some growing pains. We keep talking about it, but this is a young group. They've got some talent, no question. It's just a different level of football they're playing here tonight. Onalaska definitely showing that they are legit and deserve to be ranked in the state of Wisconsin.
Proud sponsor of high school football for nearly 4 decades in running, Hilltopper Refuse, at your disposal since 1983. Onalaska takes over. We're going to have a false start out on the outside. Barth was not set, so a 5-yard penalty on Onalaska.
See the darkness creeping in, Aaron, and I thought I heard some thunder in the background.
Well, good thing we've got a running clock going here. Just 6.5 minutes remaining. We do have a new quarterback in the game for Onalaska. That's Nick Putz. And that backfield with him is Cameron Cornett.
Putz is a sophomore.
Looking over to his right where his 2 receivers are. Still looking. Takes the snap, and he will hand it off to Cornett. He's got a little bit of running room up the middle, and he will cross the 35. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 35.
Yeah, Cornett had some action a couple weeks ago, and he looked pretty good against Salem, I thought, in the limited time that he was in there. He's a strong runner, low to the ground, not afraid to finish runs, and that's the thing you got to like in high school football is guys that don't mind, putting their head down and getting an extra yard or 2.
It's an 8-yard gain for Cornett, 2nd and 7. Putz looking around again. In that shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Cornett again, who makes a nice back cut to the right and will push his way forward for another 3 or 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down here. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining.
Great back cut. I mean, you called it. I looked like he was dead to rights and made a little bit of a move and gets 3 yards out of it. And good quickness from the young Cornett.
What I think was important about that is that it was so subtle. It wasn't anything too big. He just very subtly with the back cut.
I think that's a testament to this coaching staff. I mean, they do a good job with these kids and really make them feel accomplished in what they do in a football sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to give credit to Onalaska's coaching staff. They do a great job.
Doesn't seem like they're ever too.
No, they're not too big for the moment.
Worried either. If there is players in the backfield. 3rd and about 4, maybe 3. Cornett will get the ball again, straight up the middle. He's going to lower his shoulder and just power forward. And I think he's going to come up a yard short. I mean, that was a power run from Cam Cornett.
Truck stick activate by Cameron Cornett. I have yet to play a game of Madden yet, Aaron. I'm disappointed. I haven't had time. Haven't had time. Is it really?
Yeah.
I bought it.
It's the same game every year.
Yeah. I like the franchise mode, though. Create the Packers in my own model.
Hey, if Madden wants to buy some advertising space, I'll say, hey, it's a great game. Go buy it.
Hey, there you go. Pitch to EA Sports.
Yeah. It's 4th and 1. 4th and a short 2, and Holmen jumps. The youngster, Nick Putz, gets the Vikings to jump off sides. It's going to be a 1st down for Onalaska.
Hey, I do have to announce that in the concession stand, there is a wallet that has been turned in. The name is Cameron Conter. Cameron Conter, your wallet is in the concession stand.
Someone lost a wallet?
I don't think I've ever heard that announcement at a game before. That's awfully nice of the PA guy.
1st and 10 now at the 25. They're going to hand it off to Cornett again. Another back cut.
Look
and
at
now
that.
He'll juke inside, reverse pivots on the spin. Picks up 5 yards. That's a pretty good run from a backup running back. 3rd string running back at that.
Pinball wizard. That pinball wizard right there. I like that run. Nice back cut. Goes on the back end of his offensive lineman. I believe it was 76. Ethan Owens. Or excuse me, Andrew Hatcher. And he's also a sophomore. So some young guys getting some playing time here for the Hilltoppers, like we alluded to.
Again, Putz in the shotgun with Cornett on his left this time. Trips out to the left, one receiver right. They're going to hand it off to Cornett up the middle again with a nice cut.
Wow.
Creates some space and picks up a first down. That's a gain of 7.
Impressive running. I mean, I know that this is, second team, but Cornett looks very, very confident in what he's doing out there, and explosive, good footwork, gets inside. So we were just talking about Hatcher, the guard, 76, 6'2", 290 pounds, and he's a sophomore.
It's a big kid, huh?
That's a big kid. Very coachable, I would say, at 290. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. I think most high school coaches will take a kid that's 290 on his line.
To quote a famous pro wrestling line, you can't teach that. No question.
1st and 10 under
Had to get
2
that in
minutes,
there,
and they're going to kneel out the rest of the clock here as Putz takes a knee, loses 1.
Keep the ceiling clean. Throw your trash, anything you might have that you don't want into the garbage yourself is on your way out of the stadium.
So just the formalities here. Another kneel. It'll be 3rd and 12 coming up here. I believe they should be able to make this timing work.
Yeah, dominant performance by the Hilltoppers tonight. Really impressed with what they were able to do.
Letting that clock run down inside of 40 seconds now. Putz will take another knee, and with 30 seconds left, that will do it. Just letting that clock run out. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill in Onalaska, your family fun place with 8-lane bowling center. After, grab a take and bake pizza to go, or choose the popular roasted chicken available daily. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill, your family fun place at the end of East Main Street in Onalaska. 54-0, our final score, as Onalaska comes in and handles business here in the rivalry against the Holmen Vikings. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up this game, take a look at the stats, some analysis. We'll tell you where we're going next week. We'll get you ready for the Festival of Foods post-game show coming up here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Have you been looking for a checking account that fits your lifestyle? With a checking account from Ultra, enjoy better rates, contactless debit cards, and online and mobile banking that makes your account as on the go as you are. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, no surprises. Take the next step and open your checking account online today, or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Did you wake up in a cold house last winter? Don't let that happen again this year. Hey, it's Kirsten from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Did you know that we service any brand of heating system? Whether you have a boiler, heat pump, oil, or gas furnace, the list goes on. Give us a call to make sure that yours is running up to par before the cold winter hits. Mention this ad while scheduling and get $10 off your next service. Call us at 786-1140. You won't be disappointed. Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
S-C-S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Expected this, but maybe not to this extent or how quickly it happened?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate assessment. I felt like this was possible, but not as early as it was in the game. You look at these two teams on paper, and, again, paper doesn't tell the story. It's how you play on the field. But when you look at the different dynamics of what these teams do, Onalaska is very, very good defensively. Holmen was outscored 64-7 coming into this, played two really tough opponents in Chippewa Falls and River Falls to start the season. So, again, you never really know when you get into conference play how battle-tested these teams are. And Onalaska playing two tough opponents with, West Salem, obviously, and Menominee. And Onalaska's confidence right now is through the roof because, obviously, they came into this one. They put the pedal to the metal early, man, and they didn't look back. And Holmen had some miscues tonight, obviously, that, they'd like to have back. But, again, this is a young football team that Holmen has overall as far as, you got that sophomore, junior, freshman class. It's going to have a little bit more of the, I guess you could say, core coming up here in the next couple of years. So, you look at it from that perspective, and, it's a learning experience for them. A lot of good kids in that Holmen program. They're very well coached by Coach Kowalski and his staff. But, again, you go back to Onalaska and just so much talent, so much athleticism. They put it all out there tonight. I mean, the tape is pretty evident that they are definitely a team to be very, very careful with as we go through the season. And they get Central next week, the Hilltoppers do. That will be a good test for them to see, where they're at, I think, overall. Holmen travels to Baraboo next week. Baraboo, of course, in the conference now. So, I really want to see, Holmen come out of this and take it to Baraboo next week. I think it'll be good to see from a fan of the MVC from my perspective. But, yeah, Onalaska is definitely a team to be reckoned with in this area, no question.
Chiropractic Place Wellness, Family Wellness. They practice treating the whole person. Live your best life at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta. You mentioned that Onalaska and Central game. We'll touch on that coming up in just a little bit here on our post-game coverage because we will be there next week. We'll tell you more about that when we come back.
That's a tease.
Yeah, it's a tease. So stay with us.
That's right.
Either on the radio or our YouTube stream. You're listening to the Game of the Week post-game coverage as Onalaska beat Holmen 54-0 here on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Are you looking for ways to manage your money wherever life takes you? Ultra's online and mobile banking is where it's at. We make managing your accounts on any device easy and secure. So go ahead, transfer funds, send money, deposit checks, or pay bills, all on your schedule. Take the next step and download the Ultra mobile app from the Apple App Store or Google Play. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Autumn is in the air. A reminder that the heating season will be here sooner than you think. It's time to start thinking about your furnace. Call Rish Heating and Air Conditioning, your Armstrong air dealer, and schedule your furnace maintenance checkup. Rish will make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency, saving you money on your energy bill. Need a new furnace? Now's the time to upgrade to a money-saving, energy-efficient, smooth, and reliable Armstrong air system. Get ready for the heating season with a call to your Armstrong air dealer. Rish Heating and Air Conditioning in West Salem. Call them at 786-2676.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
3-in-1 Construction, the name to remember for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. You see, 3-in-1 Construction specializes in three things: drywall, metal framing, and painting. If you have any one of those projects in mind, whether it be residential or commercial, call 3-in-1 Construction at 608-317-8615 or email Jared at 3in1construction.net. Contact 3-in-1 Construction for all of your drywall, metal framing, or painting projects. They're located next to the post office downtown West Salem.
S-C-S-C-O-R-E, score! It's exhilarating when the home team scores. And you'll feel like you scored too when you do business with Allied Cooperative. Whether you need propane or fuel, fertilizer or seed, tires, auto parts, hardware, or more, Allied Cooperative has the products you need with the service you can trust, all close to home. Allied Cooperative is a great place to work and a great place to do business. Allied Cooperative, now that's something to cheer about.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
Free insurance reviews, free quotes, and the bottom line, they make insurance easy for you at Noble Insurance. Most importantly, all of your insurance needs in one place. Talk with Sherry at Noble Insurance in Onalaska. Well, Scotty, we teased it right before we went to break. Next week, our game of the week will be for Onalaska once again. We'll actually have Onalaska the next 2 weeks if we want to look that far ahead. But at a nice MVC Power power battle at the top, Central and Aquinas or Onalaska, excuse me.
Well,
should be a good one.
Yeah, these two teams, you go back to some of the games that they've had, the close games that they had, the Johnny Davis miracle touchdown at the end a couple years back. I mean, you got to bring up Johnny when you go, the last, especially 5-6 years of the rivalry with those two, because he tore up the Hilltoppers a little bit if you look at the stats. But Onalaska and Central is always a good matchup, entertaining to watch, and I'm interested to see Central and some of their skill talent. I think they've gotten better, and I do think it's going to be a more competitive game than tonight, in my opinion. I hate to say that, but looking at this game from afar, like I said, I kind of thought this was possible. Central will pose a bigger threat to the Hilltoppers, so that will be a very good matchup to tune in on ESPN 105.5, either radio or you can listen to the stream with Aaron and I next week. Should be a decent one for sure.
I think so as well. I'm excited for that game.
That's in Onalaska, right?
Yes, I
better
believe
bring
so.
Better bring a fan maybe. I don't know.
You can bring one.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 fans. I could bring both.
I mean, we are getting into September now.
It
We're
is.
getting a little bit cooler.
I love September football.
Yeah,
I'm a bigger guy. I like my cool weather.
That's when we get into end of October, early November. That's when it's like, all right, it's a little bit chilly.
Yeah, it gets there, but that's when it gets really fun, though, too.
Yeah, it's a great time.
You get into that playoff environment. Every game counts for seeding purposes. Just one thing here and there can sway your season where you're going to be placed going into that next level. So a lot of fun coming up here through the season as we progress.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy, now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medication specifically for you, your family, and your pets. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how they can help you at West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy. All right, quickly, Scotty, what's if you're just going to give us an early rundown of next week, what would be the key for Onalaska to stay undefeated?
I think they just need to keep the momentum alive. I think this was the best offensive game they played this year, obviously. Yeah. The skill talent that they showed, especially the offensive line play has been great. They played great against Menominee last week. After they kind of got called out against West Salem, they stepped up and played great against a really tough Mustangs team. And then tonight, I really felt, especially in the first half, they controlled the game from beginning to half. And, again, you pull your guys in the third quarter, get some new guys in there. But I tell you, this Onalaska offensive line right now, if I were to say that all 5 guys should be considered for an MVC nod the way they've been playing right now. It's been really fun to watch. And Brady Kuhn's been very opportunistic with his opportunities with some of the holes they've created. Obviously, the 3 touchdowns tonight for him. And, man, Adam Skifton looks pretty comfortable the more he gets in the week-by-week process of being the starting quarterback for the Hilltoppers. That was a beautiful ball to Nicky Odom. I'm excited to see this team as it goes down the stretch. The game to me that I got on my calendar is when we travel to Baraboo in a couple weeks. That right there, if they beat Baraboo in Baraboo, you could be looking at an undefeated regular season for the Hilltoppers. And that is just my prediction, not a spoiler, but a prediction. If they beat Baraboo, that it might be an undefeated regular season. That's what I'm seeing right now.
How about on the other side? What does Central have to do to beat this really good Onalaska
They have to play their best game. And that's just the honest-to-God truth. I think that they're in a process of rebuilding themselves. They've lost some key contributors, but at the same time, they still got some athletes, and they'll be ready to play. They always yes, they do. Hurlitsky's gone. That's a lot to replace because he was great last season, no question, and in his junior year, he was fantastic. That's a lot of production to replace, and I think Onalaska right now, if you were to look at the MVC. To quote the great late Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream of the crop, I would say that right now you're looking at what we saw tonight could be the cream of the crop in this conference.
Make sure your furnace is running at peak efficiency. Call Gary at G&T Heating and Air Conditioning of West Salem. Call him at 786-1140. When it comes to heating and cooling for residential and new construction, call Gary at G&T Heating and Air Conditioning located on Highway 16 on Commerce Street in West Salem, 786-1140. We'll take another break on the post game after this 54-0 victory for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. We'll come back with the full game stats for you as we wrap up our game of the week on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Now's the time to make your dream home a reality with a home loan from Ultra. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, we're here to help make it happen. With great rates and local servicing, a secure 24/7 online application, and an expert team. So take the next step and apply now. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Visit Ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill in downtown West Salem. It's the place to meet your friends before and after sporting events.
Dave Hunt here. We pride ourselves on being a family establishment. Hunter's Last Chance is a place you can bring the whole family before the game, after the game, or anytime. Enjoy our delicious burgers, sandwiches, and pizzas.
Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, downtown West Salem. Stop in for their made-from-scratch daily lunch specials. Hunter's Last Chance Bar and Grill, serving up the best burgers around downtown West Salem.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
Hey, just a reminder to tune in to our complete coverage here on ESPN La Crosse. We have the Festival Foods postgame show coming up in just a little bit. John Papadopoulos will have all of the scores for you. We'll have games all around the area, this one, as well as the game over on 102.1, our Sparta game, and every other area game around. I believe there's about 12 games this week as we begin conference play. 3 games were yesterday as well, so John will have stuff on that. We have it every week, the Festival Foods postgame show, immediately following our game on 105.5. A couple ways you can listen. You can do so on the TuneIn app. All you have to do is go in and search ESPN La Crosse 105.5, or you can go to ESPNLacrosse.com and just click on the Listen Live tab, or on your radio dial at 105.5. And again, next week, we will have Onalaska and Central. That will be in Onalaska. Our coverage will begin at 6 o'clock, right after the sports lead. John will have the high school football studio preview show. Will lead right into us. At about 6:35, we'll go live on the radio and our video stream on YouTube. We'll have our pregame leading up to 7 o'clock kickoff. And again, the Festival Foods postgame show following that. So a long night of coverage you can always find every Friday night here on ESPN La Crosse.
Aaron, I got some scores, actually, to kind of pass along. So at halftime, Reedsburg is leading over Central 21-14. In the second quarter, Logan 14, Sparta 13 is the most current score that I have. Baraboo over Toma 27-8. That's in the second quarter. Aquinas has come back to take the lead over GET 24-22. So the Blue Golds firing up. West Salem over Westby at the half. This is a surprise to me. 38-7. Not that West Salem's up, but the score.
How big that difference is.
Because Reed Stensland's one of the toughest backs in the area, if West Salem shut him down, that's impressive to me. And one final to pass along, the Cashton Eagles, actually a couple. The Cashton Eagles took out Brookwood today 52-14, so Cashton stays undefeated. Luther, Jeff, your alma mater, 29-12 over New Lisbon. So Luther proving that sticking around with Aquinas last week was no fluke. New Lisbon is usually a pretty tough play in the Scenic Bluffs Conference.
We'll have all that coming up on our Festival Foods post-game show. Does your house need a new roof or siding? Choose Contractor Supply with their CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles. Contractor Supply of West Salem, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate. Your partner in building excellence on County Highway B in West Salem.
I need some new siding, I think.
There you go. Go check out Contractor Supply.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right, we'll take another break. Then we'll get to the stats here on our postgame. Coming up next on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.
Get on the road, on the water, or off the beaten path with a vehicle loan from Ultra. Enjoy low rates, flexible terms, and no payments for 90 days. Whether it's a car, truck, RV, boat, or motorcycle, we'll put you in the driver's seat with a monthly payment that fits your budget. It's go time. Take the next step and apply now. Visit ultra.org today or stop in at Ultra Federal Credit Union in La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, La Crescent, or Winona. Helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Prescription Center Pharmacy has moved from La Crosse to West Salem. The Prescription Center is now located in the same building as West Salem Health Mart Pharmacy on Highway 16, just across from Linda's Bakery. This compounding pharmacy is able to create medications specifically for you, your family, and your pets. The same great service and staff are still available. The only thing that's changed is the address. Call 608-788-4500 to learn how your compounding pharmacist can help you, your family, and your pets.
Due to recent storms, your house and other buildings on your property may have been severely damaged. Now you need a new roof and siding. Choose CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles from your local CertainTeed roofing and siding dealer, Contractor Supply of West Salem. CertainTeed offers the widest variety of designs and color options, and every CertainTeed product is backed by the manufacturer's warranty for your peace of mind. Choose CertainTeed, the highest quality roofing systems. Call or stop in for a free estimate at Contractor Supply, your partner in building excellence on County Highway B, West Salem.
Take a swing on a new course. Swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl of Onalaska. Haven't played the course before? Give it a try. See if you're up for the challenging par 36. The well-manicured golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl attracts some of the area's largest league play. After a round of golf, relax on the patio overlooking the course and enjoy a delicious meal and your favorite beverage. Get your golfing buddies together and swing away on the 9-hole scenic golf course at Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill at the east end of Main Street, Onalaska.
All right, back here at Holmen High School, let's take a look at our stats from tonight. We'll start with Onalaska. There's a lot of them to talk about. Adam Skifton at quarterback was 10 of 14 through the air for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. Through the ground, it was Brady Kuhn with 7 carries for 33 yards and 2 scores. Cornell Banks, 6 carries for 48 yards and a touchdown. It was Adam Skifton who had a touchdown on 2 carries for 5 yards. Matty Burnett had a carry for 12. And then Cam Cornett came in that fourth quarter. He ran hard, 5 carries for 25 yards. And then if you want to count Nick Putz, you want to get him in the stat sheet, 3 carries for -3 on those 3 kneels. Through the air, Nicky Odom, once again the leading receiver, 7 receptions for 117 yards and a touchdown. Brady Kuhn had a reception through the air, 2 catches for 31 yards. And Evan Anderson, a catch for 10. Matty Burnett, a catch for 9. Individual stats for the Holmen Vikings. Reed Tengblad came in relief of quarterback Noah Ertz after he had to leave the game early. Reed was 2 for 8 throwing, 22 yards and an interception. On the ground, Noah Ertz, before he left, had 4 carries for 5 yards. Tyler Kane, 9 carries for 17 yards. Hayden Brennan, 6 for 13. Andrew Weiss was 3 for 12. 4 for 9 on the ground for the quarterback Reed Tengblad. And Tyrus McCoy, 3 carries for 11 yards. Tyrus McCoy also had a catch for 7 yards, and Tyler Kane a catch for 15. Taking a look at our team stats, it was 2 turnovers for the Holmen Vikings, 1 interception, and 1 fumble lost. The interception was returned for a touchdown by Onalaska's Xavier Lawrence. It was 3 sacks for a loss of 19 yards for Onalaska on defense, 1 for -5 yards for Holmen. 6 penalties for 30 yards for the Hilltoppers, 5 for 28 for Holmen. No punts for Onalaska, 3 all in the first half for Holmen.
How about that?
Yeah.
No punts, 0.
I don't know if they
this
punted last
entire
week either.
Game.
Maybe once or twice.
I think it was once for sure that
once,
I recall.
late in the game.
Sorry
yeah.
to interrupt you, but
no.
That's
they haven't
tremendous.
punted hardly at all this year.
It's tremendous.
And their offense has been clicking. 15 first downs in the game for Onalaska, 6 for Holmen, and then total yards here. Passing for Onalaska, 167 yards through the air. Rushing was 120, and total yards 287. For Holmen, 22 yards through the air, 67 on the ground, 89 total yards. So Onalaska outgaining Holmen by 198 yards here tonight. Well, Scotty, why don't you check out Ultra Federal Credit Union?
Yeah, why not?
DriveUltra.org. You're in the driver's seat. Ultra Federal Credit Union, giving you the information you need to make smart choices and get into the car you love. Visit DriveUltra.org today from Ultra Federal Credit Union. There's an Ultra Federal Credit Union location near you. It's where you belong. All right, Scotty, let's take one more break. We'll wrap things up here on ESPN La Crosse, 105.5.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too.
Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers with locations in Onalaska, Holmen, and Sparta.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region since 1983.
Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction. The customer is always right. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
We feel that's our customer. It's our waste. It's our container. It's got to get done. We can do whatever we can to make that happen.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Cooley region.
All right, wrapping things up here at Holmen High School. It was a 54-0 victory for Onalaska. All Hilltoppers here today. We'll have Central and Onalaska next week for you in Onalaska, our ESPN La Crosse 105.5 Game of the Week. Make sure to stick around here on the radio broadcast as we have the Festival Foods postgame show coming up next. John Papadopoulos will have that back at the studio. We thank you for listening to this coverage of the Game of the Week in high school football on ESPN La Crosse 105.5.